Guys, welcome to another episode of Gaggio Mini. Today, we're going to talk about the EFL semi-final second leg games. So they come today and tomorrow. A lot of games coming up. Interesting ones. Newcastle will play Arsenal, where Tottenham to go play Liverpool. Very, very interesting. So I just take you to the performances, the journey so far for Arsenal. In fact, it has not been an easy one for them at all. The first game, which was the third round of the EFL, that is the Carabao Cup competition, Arsenal beat Bolton Wanderers by 3-1. Then the fourth round too, Arsenal also beat Preston North End by 3-0. Quarterfinals too, Arsenal did a very wonderful job against Newcastle, where they beat them, against Crystal Palace, where they beat them 3-2. That was a very, very interesting result. A wonderful comeback. Remember that Gabriel Jesus was the man of the day. He emerged as the man of the match too. Did a wonderful comeback, scored a hat-trick, very, very interesting. So that's not fans, and the then investors in general, then we all enjoyed that particular game. With the semi-finals to the first leg, that one we can't talk about them too. It was very disappointing. Arsenal sat at home and lost 2-0. Very, very disappointing. That day, I don't know if you do anything. Then they know if you just do anything. So that's what happened for the first leg inside. So today we go discuss the second leg results, the second leg fixtures, what we expect for this particular game inside.
Okay, so let me also take you through the Newcastle's journey so far. So in the second one, Newcastle met Nottingham Forest and had a 1-1 draw with them. It advanced to penalties. Newcastle won 4-3 against Nottingham Forest. And in the third round, they faced AFC Wimbledon.
Yeah, Wimbledon.
1-0. Had a 1-0 against Wimbledon. And in the fourth round, they faced Chelsea.
Yeah, the Blues.
Almighty Chelsea.
I say, how are they almighty?
Because they are mighty because they have the mightier fans.
Than which club?
Mightier.
Say in Ghana.
and most of them are women.
So that makes them mighty.
Of course.
Interesting.
Women supporting women.
The Blues.
In the quarterfinals, they faced Brentford and had a 3-1 against Brentford. And in the first round of the semi-finals, like Isaac said, they met Arsenal and scored 2-0 against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
2-0.
Yeah. So don't worry. I think today we go play. We'll see what will happen.
It's going to be boot for boot today.
Yeah.
So, Isaac, do you think they have the strength to really come back this time?
It's Asak, not Isak. You are confusing Isak with Asak.
Oh, God.
Is it because Isak is your man? So just say
I've not said anything.
Okay.
I've not said.
So for the first leg, that particular game for Emirates Stadium, they no be good at all for the Arsenal fans. Then Arteta no fit do anything. Head coach of Newcastle, he really try his best, do well. Then they're very compact. Then they play very, very well. Fluid attack. Then I love how they defend and everything. So at the end of the game, Isak then Gordon scored the 2 goals for Newcastle. So they mean say Arsenal today, therefore try them my best, then perform times 2 of the normal performances. Arsenal to then they form inside, then get some renewed confidence from that particular game where they play against City.
Man City.
Where Arsenal beat them 5 solid goals to 1.
Broken hearts.
If you score defending champion 5 goals to 1, you better. Newcastle defending league champion.
Be there. We shall see.
The only thing making this game hard is that Arsenal is going to the St. James Park, and that place doesn't favor Arsenal much. And most of the teams in the Premier League, it's a very tough side. That place is very hard for you to win there. And the home fans, as usual, they will come in their army to support the club. But that makes your club very big. If you want to really achieve something at the end of the season, you have to go to the places that miracle. Yes, you are really on form. So Arsenal is already on a top form. Thomas Partey, solid DM for the Premier League inside.
Okay.
And when Newcastle too, they know they on them toppest form. Them a form dip like some kind of way. So in their last 2 home games, they've been defeated on their last 2 games, and it's not really encouraging coming into this particular game. So anyhow, get a lot of work to do this evening. Yes, this particular game. Now Arteta too, as I talk already, coming in with renewed confidence. That game against City, that's now beat them like flawless victory.
Oh, God.
So I should say, coming into this particular game, they go try their best, then overturn that particular deficit. Newcastle to then get Isak at hand. Isak to go do anything possible. That guy be very, very solid. Arsenal failed to sign him during the transfer, the January transfer.
Do you think Newcastle will just lend him off?
I will come the summer
but Newcastle will not lend him off because these are key players.
We are talking about money here. We are talking about money.
No, will you sell your key player?
So wait. So if you are Isak and Arsenal have come to they want to secure your services, you still be at Newcastle.
No, before that, I made a deal with them for some number of years that this is the number of years I'm coming to work for you. Okay, so we have a contract.
Yes.
Okay, so me being Isaac, I'll go by my contract.
But now, if the big clubs come, they come just once. They don't come often. So if they come, you have to grab the opportunities with your double hands, add your legs, even add your head, so that you just go once.
If they have money and then they too, they will.
So we are looking at it whether the summer transfer window things will go as expected. So Arsenal gets one of the best attacks for the Premier League. Then they get players like Odegaard. Ethan Waneri, very, very solid in the last game against City. I don't know if you checked that goal. Very, very crazy. Way another Skelly then. Odegaard, really they best of forms, but I should say on a normal day with snap. So this particular game is very, very interesting. Newcastle, I should say, they go stay compact. They don't have to score a lot of goals today. They'll just stay compact and operate on a counter-attack. And that's what I think. They will just operate. They will do that counter-attacking football style. And Arsenal will try to play much of the ball. But how to score will be the problem. Kind of bets in front. You don't really have to expect much goals. But I think Arsenal has the men to overturn the scoreline, you understand? I don't know what you feel about this particular game.
Well, me, I just want to focus on the key factors. I just want to focus on Arsenal's strength and Newcastle's strength and their weaknesses.
Yeah.
Okay, so when it comes to Arsenal's strength, like you said before, they are on top form. And this time they've been playing some attack, they have their form there at the attack parts and they are really good at the midfield side. But when it comes to their weaknesses, they sometimes tend vulnerable in their defensive side.
You mean Newcastle?
No, Arsenal.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so that is their vulnerability I found at Arsenal with Arsenal.
But they still have one of the best defense in the Premier League,
Gosh.
which you are aware of. Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. The partnership is crazy. Like seriously crazy, you understand? Just that they have been they see the fullback, the right fullback and the left fullback, they are not constant. Sometimes Kelly will come in, then sometimes Partey will even go back. So there's no constant. But the top two, that's the centre back pair between Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba have been very tough. So you say they are vulnerable. I understand.
They are vulnerable. To me, I'm just telling you my analysis and what I've seen about Arsenal. Yeah. Okay. And when it comes to Newcastle too, they have their strength. They have their home record strength. Like they are good at their home side. Yes, and right now they are the one hosting Arsenal. And also they've scored Arsenal before, so the confidence is there. And moreover, they are really dangerous at the counter-attack side. So Arsenal must be careful there. And when it comes to their weaknesses, they are unable to create chances when they meet top teams. So Arsenal can take advantage of their vulnerability and then score. But I don't think they are going to just sit there and not defend. Like you said they should defend right now. So and I also think this match will depend on their head-to-head and the home advantage, like I said. So it's really going to be a tough game. And the players involved, you mentioned some crucial players, and Alexander Isak is also there for Newcastle. So it's really going to be a tough game. So this game is particularly going to be a tough call because both teams, to me, I think both teams have the potential to score. Yeah.
But do you know that since the competition's inception, since it came, the only time some club overturn 2-goal deficits be once. It be very rare. It be once for the competition inside. So can Arsenal do today? What do you think? So for your final prediction.
Well, like I said earlier, is it draw? It's going to be a draw because this match, I think in the end, it's just going to be who did well or who did better than who. Because it's really going to be a tough match. I cannot really predict. It may be a draw.
It's not going to be a draw. In fact, Arsenal is going to
draw.
They beat City 5 goals.
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
You see, sometimes when you're going to City is a big club.
Yes, no doubt.
Yeah, so going to meet, and I think Pep Guardiola too have some history with Arsenal.
Yeah.
So going to meet such club, you prepare adequately, okay?
Yes.
And I don't know whether City also undermined Arsenal. That's why they made Arsenal score them. That much. My God, broken hearts. It still breaks my heart.
But don't fake any broken hearts on set. No, we are not going to
honestly, it still breaks my heart. I'm not lie to you. That day, didn't you see my post? That were cooked.
I'm emotional. But no matter what, I don't know how Newcastle is going to stop Arsenal. So as I said earlier, it's going to be very difficult. But as a big club, during its difficult moments, that's when you have to step up and pull up a surprise for your fans to be very, very happy. So if Arsenal is able to beat that is Newcastle. Today, Arsenal will go to the finals and wait for results from the Liverpool Tottenham game. That's tomorrow, right? So talking about Liverpool Newcastle, that match will be played tomorrow at the Anfield. Yeah. Liverpool too are also vulnerable in some extent because they also lost 1-0 in the first leg at home, away from home. So they have to also overturn a 1-0 deficit. But yes, it's not difficult as compared to Arsenal's own because Liverpool will be playing at home, but Arsenal is going away to pull out some surprise B. But Liverpool will be at home at the Anfield. And you know, Liverpool at the Anfield are some kind of beast. But in fact, Tottenham too are very good when it comes to big games. They have not been doing well of late. So
they've been facing injury. They've been having injury issues.
And the head coach too said it earlier in the season that every time he plays in the second season in the club, that's when he wins laurels for the club. And do you know that Tottenham, the last time they won a trophy was 1969? Wow. Were you born?
No.
So it's been very, very long. Like the trophy drought is serious. Like Ghana Blasters, right? Yeah. So it's very, very interesting. So I want to take you through the results Liverpool have been getting in recent times. Their journey through to the semi-finals of the EFL Cup. So the third round, they defeated Leicester City. That was a Premier League affair, 3-1 at Anfield. And in the fourth round, they overcame Bournemouth, another Premier League affair, 2-1. Yes, and in the quarterfinals, Liverpool dominated West Ham. Yes, West Ham's Kudus. That's his club. They also beat them 5-1. That particular game, it was very, very interesting, very, very surprising for some of us. I really expected West Ham to go all out against Liverpool, but I didn't think them. So in the semi-finals first leg, that's what I've already spoken about. Yes, so they couldn't. Liverpool couldn't do their work, but so they lost 1-0. It was a very controversial moment for them. They considered only 1 goal in that particular game. So we'll be hoping that the second leg, everything will go on as planned for Ancelot. Okay, so let me also take you through the journey for Tottenham Hotspur. In the third round, they faced Bentley and scored them 7. Crazy. I think that's the highest we've had so far. And they met City 2 at the fourth round and scored them 2-1. Hey, City, why? Because Tottenham is a very good side. So if you look at their round to the semi-finals, individual rounds to the semi-final, I think Tottenham has had this very, very difficult because they faced Manchester City in the run. But they scored this one, they won. They had. I'm trying to say that if you compare their runs, the clubs they face coming into the semi-final,
they face big clubs.
Tottenham have faced kind of bigger clubs than
Liverpool's. Okay, so in the quarterfinals, they faced Brentford and had a 3-1 win against Brentford. In the semi-finals, firstly, that's where they met Liverpool, like you said. Yeah. And Liverpool conceded 1-0
from Lucas Begvali.
Yes. Their names are very good. Yeah. So, do you think Liverpool too can have a comeback?
Liverpool too can have a comeback
like Arsenal. Arsenal's one. Because right now, Arsenal have
they will. There's no doubt about this.
Liverpool are really on form.
But it's going to be difficult. Because going to St. James Park to beat Newcastle 2-0 is really going to be difficult.
Arsenal's one. You're still thinking about Arsenal.
So they're in Liverpool now. They're in Anfield.
Because he's an Arsenal fan, so Arsenal
they're not ready. So it's going to be a very, very. It's going to be a cracker. This particular game tomorrow at 8 p.m. Expect something very, very crazy. So Liverpool are league leaders. They're already topping the table and they're likely to win the Premier League at the end of the season. But Arsenal can also do something. So let's watch out for that. And they've only lost once in their last 7 games. So Liverpool's a dominant side.
Yeah.
Very, very dominant.
This one I side with you.
So you think Liverpool can win this particular?
Oh, they can win Hotspur.
Tottenham currently also 14 for the league lock. A lot of problems. They've not been consistent at all. But you don't have to blame the coach much because injuries have also set in at some point in time. But the reason why you don't...
But this transfer, were they able to sign?
Oh, they made some signings, Kevin Danso and some few players, but it was not enough. It was not enough at all. You know, at Tottenham, their president is very stingy with money. He doesn't spend that. He doesn't really spend.
And he wants them to perform.
Yeah. Oh, I have an academy team, so try
to invest. You have to invest if you want better performances.
That one too, I think you're right.
Oh God, the stingy people are too much.
So Richarlison is also one boy that is very good when he's playing at Anfield. So if he starts today, I tip him to perform some wonderful game or have a very fantastic game.
Skirmishes.
Yes, skirmishes in that particular game. So it's going to be very difficult. Liverpool Liverpool, can they overturn this deficit? I think it's possible. It's possible looking at the squad depth of Liverpool. And I think,
And they are playing at home too.
yes, Anfield,
So they have that
that
advantage there.
advantage, yes, I side with you. But it's going to be very, very difficult for them. I think if they start early and score an early goal, it's going to help them. Because if they score early, that will be 1-1. And the game will now come back to normal, and the winner will now win that particular game. So for me, it's going to be very hard. Tottenham still have a great squad, a very, very great squad. And Liverpool, whenever they face off Tottenham, they have the edge to win that particular game. They've dominated this fixture, winning 91 times out of 185 times they've played in this particular encounter. That's very, very crazy. So for me, I think the attacking prowess of Liverpool, Salah scored in the last game versus Bournemouth 2 goals. He scored 2 goals, and he's the man on form.
Yeah.
So if you really want to win the Ballon d'Or, these are the games that you need to step up for your team. And I'm very confident
should the investors bet on Salah?
Yes, Salah to score. Yeah. It's very possible. It's very possible. It's very, very possible. It's very, very possible. Yeah, and Liverpool at Anfield have been unbeaten in the last 15 games at Anfield. So Charlie, it's going to be hard. Your prediction on that?
Liverpool to win, of course.
Okay, so for me, I think it's going to be hard. Let me give a soft pass to
Liverpool
Tottenham.
to win.
Tottenham can defend. I think Kevin Danso coming in, but I don't know if he's eligible to play this particular game. And then Van de Ven is back. So on a normal day, Tottenham also have a solid team. And Son is very experienced. Have some players also around. They have a correct GM also in the person of Papa Sarr. So Charlie, it's going to be very crazy. But for me, I have a soft heart for Tottenham. I think, you see, Arsenal is in London. Tottenham is also in London. So I would love if Arsenal... if Arsenal is going to face Tottenham, it's not going to be hard as Arsenal facing Liverpool in the final. So you know where I'm coming from? Yes, so Tottenham is likely to win this particular game. So a recap of my prediction. This particular game, Arsenal win over Newcastle. Arsenal are going to qualify over Newcastle. And then also Liverpool against Tottenham, right? Tottenham, I have a soft heart for them. I think Tottenham, double chance. Tottenham will be able to hold on to that 1-0 win and make sure they qualify to the next stage of the competition, which will be the finals. Your final prediction?
Oh, my final prediction: Liverpool win.
Yeah.
Newcastle with Arsenal is going to be a draw.
It's going to be a draw.
It's going to be a draw.
Interesting. So the match, Arsenal will be playing Newcastle at 8 p.m. today, and then tomorrow Liverpool will lock horns with
Tottenham
at 8 p.m. This is how we'll end
this episode. Yes. I'm also quite Princess.
I'm a sack pious.